Hey there, Libra, come on in. Welcome to my channel. We're going to do your messages for mid-March to April 2026. Come on in. Take a deep breath through your nose, hold it for a moment or two, and release through your mouth slowly. That was cool, but it wasn't quite as loud as it is sometimes, so I'm not complaining. You probably aren't either if you have headphones on. Anywho, let's get down. We're going to see what's going on. Yep. All right, Libra. Yeah. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, come on in. Spirit guides, universe, angels, ancestors, possible friends of Libras who may have crossed over, the higher galactic beings that may be overseeing this act of divination after all, and the ascended masters. Please come in and give us a message for their best and highest good in a way we can all understand. Please and thank you. First one out, healing. Very nice. Self-care, introspection, meditation. Something about healing in the past, balancing, harmonizing, maybe. Wishful thinking, second chance, deja vu, nostalgia. Something about that that's in your present, right? Now, the cool thing about dandelions, I heard on a meme, was when they're yellow in full bloom, right? That represents the sun. When they turn to the white with all the sylphs, it turns into the moon. And when you blow on them, and all those sylphs go up into the air, those are your wishes going out to the universe. So it's a very celestial kind of thing. I love that vibe of it. But anywho, wishful thinking is here. Exhausted, burned out, burdened, or empty. Hi, everybody, popping in and out. I can't see that. Is that New Mexico? Is that what I see? If so, hello out there. Somebody's beat. This is crowning you for the next couple weeks. Resting and maybe healing as well, because technically we always work on healing, or we're supposed to, right? Apology. This is your hope, fear, challenge, and homework. Arrogant, rash actions, and or insincere. So something about that. I don't know if you owe or they owe, or something about someone's empathy. I don't know what that is. Distance, divorce, ghosted, and separation. You might be separating yourself from someone or situation, right? You're ghosting it. You're leaving it alone. All right, we're going to see what else. Where's my cards? Way over here. Jeez, I usually have them right next to me. Show me what I need to see. So we have self-care. You've probably done something that was really healing for you in the recent past. I like that. You know, nostalgia, remember when, making memories, you know, I like it. Second chance, exhausted, hold your horses, Grimm's fairy tales or storybook. All right, well, something about those stories in the past. Now, it's funny how a lot of these Grimm's tales and there's a lot of truth to these lores. Something about that and healing from it is right above it. All right. That's what it's saying. Hold your horses. Show me what I need to see. When I get a bunch, I take the one on the bottom. Cuckoo clock. Something about the cuckoo clock in your present. Okay, well, I got a funny scenario for you, really. I'm German, right? My family's from Eastern Europe, but I'm very German in particular. And my parents went on vacation to the Black Forest in Germany, picked me up an authentic cuckoo clock, which is kind of funny because, well, it's not funny, but I went through a long, big ordeal where I was really upset. Whatever. I put the cuckoo clock away for a few years, right? I didn't want to see it. It was bad memories and everything. And now that I've healed and I've come to, I was cleaning out a closet and I found the box with my cuckoo clock. And the funny thing is I thought, I haven't brought it out in a long time. I'm healed now. I've come far. I'm going to actually put it up on my wall again in memories of me flying the cuckoo's nest. I thought that was great. And here it is. See it? I'm not kidding. So I don't know. Maybe you've just recently been somewhere where they had a cuckoo clock. Create your own heaven here. And that's true, right in the now. But yeah, something with round and round, somebody that's not so stable mentally, maybe you're thinking of giving them a second chance. Crowning you, we have Dirty Deeds. Hi everyone. Far away lands. Hello. Somebody did some dirty deeds. Somebody did you wrong, right? That's what this is. You're exhausted, or people are exhausted. Now, don't forget to flip and flop your energies and genders each and every time throughout the reading that you feel fit. Just don't force it, right? Create your own heaven. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. Start weeding out your garden. If these friends over here really aren't raising you up and making you feel good and whatever, then out they go. Start weeding them out. You don't have to be so mean about it, but maybe you just want to keep your distance and ghost certain people, but start doing that in all areas of your life, this, that, and the other, right? So start creating your own heaven. But anywho, I feel like somebody's very arrogant here. Somebody with this cuckoo clock, kind of vibe, maybe, that isn't so well. Okay, maybe someone out there is German as well, or something. I don't know. We got Grimm's fairy tales, which is very Germanic, and then cuckoo clock. So I don't know that you can place it. There's a lot of scenarios. And is that Annie? I can't see this. And Anir, I'll give you a card. If everybody out there can hold on a minute, I'll give Anir. I hope I'm saying that right, but I'll give you a card. What is their intentions towards you? Knight of Cups down. The Devil down. Oh, they gave me this. Knave of Swords down. Yeah, they don't have any good intentions towards you whatsoever, but you care about them. Sorry to say. I wouldn't trust them as far as you could throw them, to be quite honest. That's what I was just talking about, weeding out your garden. Knight of Cups, Devil down. I'll show you the cards. Right? That's what we got there. And then Knave of Cups, Lovers right in the middle. and Knave of Wands. So, yeah, I don't think so. Sorry to say, they don't have any good intentions whatsoever. Okay, so anywho, back to the reading. I hope that helped. Back to the reading. I feel like I have my own personal Facebook manager going over all my comments for me. Because some of them get redacted, or whatever, right? If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. Or you're going to hear it from me, and that's the way I roll. Ooh, abuse. Something's abusive. It could possibly have to do with divorce, but it's definitely some kind of ghosted, separated kind of vibe there. All right, maybe you don't want to deal with it. That's for sure. I hope not. Hold on. I have a feeling I know where this may be going, because you have been dealing with some really dark energies around you, right? I'm gonna use my one of Rider-Waite's tarot decks today. Show me what I need to see. I'll take these two. So I have 3 of Wands reversed, Page of Wands, 2 of Wands, Ace of Swords reversed, 4 of Wands. It's around the home. Somebody's home. Somebody's family. Oh boy. 3 of Pentacles. All right. You know it's not going anywhere. Whatever this is, these stories, these fairy tales, a lot of them, like I was saying, does have truth to them. All these lores, right? Which is kind of funny to learn that nowadays. But everything that we're learning, we're kind of finding out it's, we have to unlearn it, right? Which is really weird. It's huge. You know, what they've done to us as humans. You know, they've hidden so much from us. It's pathetic. But you know it's not going anywhere. Somebody needs healing here, and I have a feeling it's more than one person, right? All right, Page of Wands. Somebody has some piss and vinegar under their belt. You know, this could be the child of the family, right? I feel like, you know, looking ahead, you know, having some spunk, right, around this cuckoo clock kind of vibe. Maybe you're thinking of giving someone a second chance, or someone is here. I'm not sure, but somebody's done you dirty, or did somebody dirty, right? Somebody's making plans. Somebody's thinking ahead, you know. Libra, you have the world in your hands. Look. See it? And you're looking out over your harbor. This is crowning you for the next few weeks, you know. I feel like you're trying to, you know, make plans, but something, you know what, okay, this is what I feel already. I'm feeling like whoever did this dirty deed to whomever this person is, it just keeps going on and on. That's what I'm getting with this. The round and round we go. Okay, now we're starting to get into it. Somebody's a big fat liar here. They don't want the truth. They won't accept the truth, right? They're going to keep you stuck in some sort of, you know, confusion, maybe, you know. That's why you got to create your own heaven now, right? That's your hope, fear, challenge, and homework. Don't be waiting on don't wait on anybody, right? Don't wait on anybody. Create your own heaven now. You know, it has everything to do with the home, right? The family. Somebody's keeping their distance. Or maybe somebody, we don't know yet. We just barely got into my reading here. It could be possibly, you know, separation or divorce on the table here. 3 of Pentacles, 2 3s now all of a sudden. And this one, definitely, look at them. I'm a horticulturalist by trade. So I like this card, you know, sowing your seeds, sowing your, you know, your intentions for the future, for your harvest, right? It's usually about teamwork makes the dream work. But here he's on his own here. All right. So there's something about that. Maybe you're on your own through the family thing here, dealing with this stuff. I'm not sure how that's going to be. But we got 3 of Wands down and we got 3 of Pentacles. All right, yeah. Oh, okie dokie. 9 of Wands, dead center in the reading. We got Temperance. Nice. And we got healing over here. So that's like a synchronicity. Ding, ding, ding. Already. Right. Dead center in the reading. Healing, balance. You know. Remember I was saying in the beginning that I felt like some of you may have been almost like harmonizing, like having fun, you know. Self-care, introspection. Some of you, on the other hand, are really into your meditations, maybe even yoga. Very cool. Very cool. I can't personally do yoga. My body will not bend that way. I've had too many injuries. I wish I could, but I do my meditating in other ways. Yeah, you're tired of all of this, giving someone a second chance. That's what I was saying. Don't be waiting on anybody, quite honestly. Do what you got to do first and foremost. But this is also a warrior kind of a vibe. You know, getting up and taking it on again is what this guy, you know, looking ahead, wishful thinking of these things that keep going round. Somebody needs to heal here. Something needs to be completed or finished or maybe doors closed. I'm not sure what that is. It's very karmatic, right? Somebody's a big fat liar here. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. Hi, everybody. Hello. Hi, Art. Hi, Violet, Betty. Everybody. So it's like, yeah, look at the roots. I'm getting the roots of the problem, the roots of the issue, you know. I need a bunch, Spirit, please. Whoops. Oh, okay. Four of Swords, 7 of Pentacles reversed, Page of Pentacles, 5 of Swords reversed, 6 of Pentacles. I need one more. One more, please. Yeah, somebody's healing. Right on. This is the 3rd time I'm getting a healing type vibe. Ding, 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 ding. On the other hand, however, it is a no rest for the fucking wicked. So whoever is in this abusive type situation around the distance, I feel like, you know, you're ghosting them for a damn reason. They drive you crazy. Are they driving you nuts? Or are they driving someone else nuts? I'm not sure. 3 of Cups down over there. Great. Party's over. This definitely has to do with 3. We got 3 of Wands down, 3 of Pentacles, and 3 of Cups down. So 3 people in the fam. The fam damly. The fam damly. Everything I say in these cards has to do with the 2 of Cups. Now, this has to do with like a union or a reunion of 2, right? Are they stopping you or making it hard for you to have this union? I wonder. I feel like this round and round, it's almost like, are they blocking it somehow? That's weird how I get that. Hi, everybody. Yeah, right, Rue, Arnu, Minnie, hi. I know, I put my glasses on and they're too strong for me to look at these messages. And then when I take them off, I obviously can't see them without them. So I'm in a rock and a hard place over here reading all your messages. But yeah, anywho, like I said, planting your seeds for the future, right? You're both looking, this is the same person I'm feeling, looking the same way, right? And in front of me, it's looking at the future, right? So you're planting them, put, you know, good solid intent there into it, right? Oops, that's up. You know, so we always have something to come into throughout the year or something like that. Dirty deeds, whoever did you dirty, This is about not attacking or abusing, not being so cruel or bullyish. Somebody's exhausted from this shit. Somebody needs to heal, and somebody is or is trying to. Okay, dead center in the reading. This is pretty big for somebody. I don't know who it is. I feel like it's a very personal reading, but it is a general. So take what you take. 6 Pentacles. Six of Pentacles, hope, fear, challenge, and homework usually is about gifts given and received, right? But here I only see one guy here with one hand over there gifting. You know, I'm actually feeling like I feel like you're being very choosy if you put your energy and synergy into this because you're ghosting or separating from this situation, or you're trying to. And I like it because there's a sense of strategy there or something, right? It's about closure, right? Pyrite, yeah. Pyrite is a good crystal for that. In fact, at the end, I'll give you a healing crystal card in my oracle, and we'll put that all together. I am doing well. How are you? Okay. Anywho, 3 of Cups down here with this abusive situation. Yeah, the Mad Hatter's Tea Party is coming to a stop somehow, some way, right? Yeah, please, please. All right, because technically this is a party's over kind of vibe in that card. I'm going to switch to my Wild Unknown Tarot deck now. Get a little deeper, get some clarification and validation for everybody. What about all these stories and lore type things? And the 3 of Wands reversed. 8 of Swords reversed. Getting out, yeah, you're healing. You want to get out of the mental, confusion of it all. If this is like a narcissistic type energy, that's what they do. That's what they're here for. It's really messed up, but they are on this planet to confuse, to destroy, to whatever that is. And depending on the person, everybody's different, but they don't have any good intent. I'm getting it from the first lady I read in the very beginning. Show me what I need to see. There's 3 of Cups upright. Ding, 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 ding. 3 birds of a feather. Cuckoo clock as it goes round and round. Page of Wands, wishful thinking. You're going to visit somebody maybe, 3 birds of a feather, cuckoo clock. Okay, that's in your present. And then I feel like while you're there, you may see this shit go down and, okay. All right. So yeah, I see you going to some sort of meeting, gathering, some Mad Hatter's Tea Party. Whoa, I almost knocked that over. God, it scared the shit out of me. Right? So show me what I need to see. Yeah, it is. It's supposed to be love and patience, but unfortunately, crowning you over the next couple weeks, I feel like with this exhausted card and the burned out, somebody might be like really exhausted, have literally no drive, right? They need to make plans and heal. This person could be in a very depressive, whoever I'm talking about, I don't know, but they could be in a very depressive or heavy kind of vibe, something like that. Show me what I need to see. Got a lot of 3s on the table. Ton of that one's Wands, and then another 3 of Wands down. We have all 4 3s on the table. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's getting old dealing with these burdens, the suppression, the oppression. Basically, what it comes down to is family curses. And I do feel like this person is a narcissist and a big fat liar, by the way, who really does need to apologize. But because narcissists never do and never really will, and if they do, they're full of shit, right? But it could, the insincerity of that and the arrogance, maybe they'll just be too arrogant to apologize, because that's a thing with them. They will never take that accountability or responsibility. See, they're just spoiled little brats inside. I don't care if these people are 40, 60, if they're 16, 37, or 89. They're spoiled, rotten little fucking brats deep down inside. And it's truth. It's not going anywhere, right? 3 of Wands down. The portal, what is it, closed or closing or something, you're reaping and you're sowing for the future. But this one, I don't know. I don't like it. It's like maybe somebody needs to step up to the plate and take that accountability and responsibility and heal. But do your research, people, because it is so extremely rare that narcissists actually do it and do this that we can almost guarantee it not happening. It's not happening. Unfortunately, you just need to get out of there, do your thing, and go, run, close the door, whatever you got to do. Get out of there. Get your friend out of there, or whoever this is. I can't tell. I don't really have a whole lot of... I have kids, possibly, but I don't see any adult on the table here as of yet. Isn't that amazing? Not including you, right? Of course, because the higher vibrationals obviously have taken responsibility and accountability. Somebody's inner child here could need some healing. The roots of the situation, big time. 3 of Pentacles, working on things, working on the healing and the inner child healing, right? Working on it. Hi, everybody. Hello. Yep. All right. Now, 6 of Cups, for some of you, that could be PTSD, trauma, CPTSD, tribulations, like real trauma that you're working on. So there's a lot of Libra scenarios, is what I mean. Yeah, 2 of Cups again. Ding, 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 ding. Now we have the 3 of Cups right over this, and then we have the 2 of Cups. So there's definitely some kind of union, some kind of reunion or meeting. You're tired, but you love this person. Okay? You're just tired. You don't like the suppressive... Look at how hard that rain is raining in the background with those 10 wands, right? It's heavy. Something's heavy. Is it a heavy feeling at their house? Do you feel it in the air? Because that is a thing. It's a thing. Eight of Wands, yeah. Healing, communication, things happening. Dead center in the reading. I do see a gathering for you guys. Some sort of something, quick communication. Look at the lightning coming in, though. Something could be like an aha moment. Are you putting stuff together in your head, or is it like an epiphany? I'm not sure. Ding, 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 ding. 9 of Wands again. Look at all that bramble on the staircase going up. You're not taking me down just because you have a little bramble on those stairs. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands. It's going in chronological order. It's about closure. Creating your own heaven right now, in the now. Period. See that? Yeah. Leave it in the past, right? Leave it in the past. 3 of Swords down, 4 of Swords. Heal. That's what it is from this abuse. Literal. Is it verbal and mental abuse? Because that's a lot of the narcissistic BS going on right now. It's not just physical or SA or trafficking or whatever the fuck. There's so many different kinds. And verbal abuse and mental abuse and psychological abuse is probably the most common, you know? Unfortunately. I went through it, man. I know. I know. The Sun, Father of Swords, 5 of Cups down. Yeah, somebody came into the realization, the illumination of it. See, putting things together, right? The epiphanies, the aha moments, whatever that could be, right? This is a very nurturing and caring and you know, like there's a lot of growth here that's being offered, a lot of growth in the past, right? We might be thinking of, you know, that might have been a bad investment or something, and the illumination of it all, you know, um whatever that was, right? Maybe they, you know, just putting into it too much has happened, it's enough. Father of Swords, Page of Pentacles. Okay, now we could be dealing with the father figure, maybe. Okay, with kids. We got 3, so mom, dad, kids, something, maybe. It doesn't have to be. It could be a boss or a friend. I don't know. But Father of Swords here, trying to be logical and just. But the cuckoo clock is right over this, and usually owls are very wise. But I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it with all that rain. Again, rain, 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 rain in the back. See? I know I'm showing you really fast. You know? Oh, and look, I haven't showed you this one yet. That's rain too. The 5 Cups down. Getting over the hardships, the disappointments, and the loss. But see, you love this person. I got Father of Swords, 2 of Cups, 3 of Cups. Yeah, this union. You're going to see somebody. You're going to see your parents. You're going to go drop in. And you're going to see that somebody in the family isn't so nice after all. And you're going to get pissed off. And you're probably going to end up putting your foot down or something. Because you are a Libra and you are about scales and balancing after all. Right? Something like that. It's very disappointing. Some people could be grieving here. With the 5 of Cups down. Trying to get over that loss. But we got 5s here, 5 and 5 Swords down. Yeah, it's sad. Somebody did somebody dirty. It's basically what it comes down to. I don't like it. You know, filling your own cup, making yourself happy. There's a new beginning here somehow, some way. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. Create your own heaven. And drink deeply. Right? Hello. Yeah, right? Some people are in a desperate situation. It's not very attractive, is it? Sorry to say, you know. Yeah, 3 of Cups down, 3 of Pentacles down. Nobody wants to put the effort into it. Party's over, however. We got 3. Okay, listen to this shit. In this row, 3 of Wands reversed. 3 of Swords reversed. 3 of Pentacles reversed. 3 of Cups reversed. 4 of Swords, 4 of Wands. Yeah. Ding, 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 ding. All right. Well, we're going to get a little deeper. I'm going to use my familiar deck. Oh, everything I said in these cards has to do with the 8 of Pentacles. Oh, the web we weave. It's about learning lessons, about mastering those lessons. self-mastery as well, possibly. You know? All right, so show me what I need to see. I need a bunch. Hi, everybody. Hello. Show me what I need to see. I need a bunch. Queen of Cups reversed, High Priestess reversed, Six of Cups. Somebody is not happy with these stories and this shit that's going on. Whatever that is to you. Somebody's not happy. Queen of Cups down. Grimm's Fairy Tales or storybook right over this. Healing. Harmonizing. Self-care. Meditation. And introspection from things that you know have been going on way too long. Somebody really doesn't care that you know, or doesn't really, probably what a narcissist does is they will not recognize. They won't recognize this High Priestess. That's what I'm getting. Cuckoo clock right over it. Yeah, because it keeps going round and round. They don't want to recognize their own, right? Wishful thinking, second chances, and nostalgia. Remember when? Yeah, we're going back to that meeting or that gathering. Yeah, Six of Cups again. Ding, 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 ding. Dirty deeds done dirty. Done dirt cheap. Dirty deeds done dirt cheap. Yeah, you don't care for this shit at all. You're beat from it, and somebody else is too, I think. The person that's getting abused or whatever. 10 of Cups, it is about the home, but this is the happy home. Create your own heaven, man. Do it now. Start weeding out that garden. Get rid of the bad bugs and keep the good bugs, right? Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. You know this person's a liar. They're creating drama and saga because that's what they do, right? Very, very aggressive, very abusive. That's funny. Ding, 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 ding. This could be. Either way, I feel like it's rushing in, whatever it is, right? It's happening quick. These verbal assaults, word witchery, you know? Yes, keep moving forward and pray for the children. Everybody has to protect their children right now in this world in a big way, right? We've needed to for eons, but nobody wanted to face what was really happening. And now that nobody wanted to see it from the beginning, now it affects everybody, the Epstein files, yeah? That's why we need to face what we need to face. We need to be real. Just be real. We need to be real, right? All right. These children, they're always going to go after the weakest link, whether that's children, whether that's spiritually weak or mentally weak. That's where the energy goes. That's what it's all, that is what's wrong with this earth, the planet, in humanity. Narcissism, sociopaths, and psychopaths and sadists, all four of those. That's what's wrong with this planet. And right now it is being exposed. I had a friend tell me the other day or say, I can't believe the world is getting so bad. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. I stopped her in a conversation and I said, it's not getting bad. It's been bad. We just never saw it. See, it's been going on for eons, this bullshit, human trafficking, Epstein crap. We need to get real. People need to fucking wake up in this world. You know, it's brutal out there. All right, 10 of Pentacles down. No instability, no anchor. Something's a big fairy tale, big facade maybe, even though there's truth to that after all. Maybe that's the narcissistic vibe coming in. You know, somehow the tower down, we don't want a tower. The tower's already here. But for some reason, maybe we just don't want to fight, or somebody is refusing the tower or denying it, is what I feel. You know, they're not gonna admit it. See, they're gonna deny it. And it could be real as real to everybody else in the room, but that one person. And they're gonna stay in that whatever they believe it, that narcissist, you know. It's just the way it's really sad. If we could put all the narcissists and all the sociopaths and psychopaths together somewhere on the planet, wouldn't that be nice? They could fight it out and kill each other off, and then we'd all be happy. But no, we gotta go through all the fucking bullshit, right? Damn, Four of Pentacles. It's all about power and control with this narcissist. We need to heal. News is coming in quick. It's all about structure, but I feel like it's power and control, and that's what they thrive on, because they don't know what else. That's just who they are, right? Somehow. Yeah. Knight of Wands down. Somebody doesn't like these messages, or they want them to stop. They don't want this news to get out. Something about that. Create your own heaven. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. Yeah, this person is not going to face their feelings. They are very unempathetic. Extremely. They're not going to apologize. I just told you that. That's just validating what I said. Ding, 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 ding. Thanks, Spirit. You know? No hope here. No shit. We got Three of Wands down right above this. That's what they create. They won't take accountability that they've ruined things, but they have. Sorry to say. And again, it's another very unhealed energy, a very reckless, right? Coming into the illumination with the sun, but the tower down, they refuse to see it. That's it. Goes round and round and round. We go cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. I know when I had my cuckoo clock on, I shut the cuckoo off because it drives me nuts, right? Some people. But I love it, but I'm going to shut that cuckoo off. Show me what I need to see. Oh, there's a bunch there. Hold on. Hold on. We got Two of Cups down. Ding, 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 ding. Wow. Eight of Pentacles down. Ding, 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 ding. Three of Swords down. Ding, 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 ding. And Eight of Wands. Ding, 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 ding. All of them. Quick, quick, quick. Yeah. Unlearned lessons. There's no love here, unfortunately. And you hate this. But the narcissists are incapable. See? Pretty much. They're incapable. They want their security, and they can say that they do, but they don't have that empathetic way. See? It's not in them. It's not in their heart of hearts. See? Do some research, because I'm not just speaking on nothing, you know. I know what I'm talking about. I went through this, you know. It's very painful. Some people are never going to learn, you know. Others, it's a very difficult lesson to learn. But they're gonna go on, you know. This is just validating how painful it was in the past. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework, and how we have to heal from it. It's just all over this reading, right? Eight of Wands coming in fast. Communication. Things are happening. Yeah, see, this tower is already here. I'm telling you. They can deny it all they want, you know, but it's here. This abusive shit is enough, right? You hate it. You hate it. But, you know, oh, look, and the star again. Down. Ding, ding, ding. Wow. I don't like that feeling, because technically the star card is my favorite card. But when it's down, it certainly is not. It's a very hopeless situation. I feel like a lot of even illusions that people may be in. I don't know. I don't like that feeling. We're gonna change it up a notch, and I'm gonna give you a familiar card. Show me what I need to see for Libra. Somebody's doing somebody dirty. You're getting sick of it. And I don't know, somebody gonna whistle blow? I don't see the Knight of Swords, but somebody's fucking sick of it. Snake and rebirth. Imagine that. The snake. Don't forget to flip and flop your energies and genders should you need to. I have slithered along to bring about major changes in your life and have noticed that you have had difficulties letting go of the past. However, I know from experience that if you don't shed your old skin, you will perish and die within. Past thoughts and feelings keep rearing their ugly heads and strike out at you and others without warning. The illusions of the past are controlling your abilities to see clearly, and you have become blinded to the immense healing opportunities that I offer. Yeah. Where am I? Of shedding what no longer serves your highest purpose to bring about metamorphosis for change and new beginnings. From this place of transition, you are more able to tap into my wisdom to decipher when it is the right time to strike out. Be watchful of biting reactions as you outgrow the old. My antidote will diffuse both your poisoned thoughts and complications, clearing the way so you can take the path of least resistance to new life, which awaits for you right now. You're going through a really deep transformation, Libra, right? Some of these transformative energies, it's like some of you could be transmuting into a new person, right? Or something of that kind through these energies. All right, let's see. I wanted to give you a crystal card. You might want to carry a piece of this around on your person. Cinnabar, number 12. It's about business, sacral chakra. Yeah, people want to keep the mind, body, and spirit aligned. Yeah, that's what this stuff is all about. That's what these times are all about. This is number 12 for those who care. Don't forget to flip and flop. Do you want a career change? Would you like to start a new hobby or own a business? If you've thought about starting up a business or a hobby, the Cinnabar card indicates that today is a good day to start. Have confidence in your abilities and put a wish list out to the universe for whatever you need or want. Spending time creating this list and then imagining how it would feel when those aspects manifest can go a long way to bringing about your hopes and dreams for the future. If you already have a job you love or a successful business, Cinnabar has shown up to let you know that there will be positive new energy and abundance coming for you into your career. If that doesn't apply to you, it may be time for you to become more persuasive and assertive in your career area. Get more organized so that you can focus clearly on the job at hand. If your job situation has changed and you're no longer working, remember that everything happens for a reason. You may think that one door is closing, but other great doors are opening for you. Especially through this transition, I feel. Right? I like that for you. Where did I put this? Right there. Okay. I'll give you a couple of these. What do we got for Libra? I hope everybody is having a good day, morning, evening, or something, whatever time it is, wherever you're watching me at throughout the world. Considering these energies, everybody is different, but if you're on the outside looking in, then chances are you're having a good day. You know? And that's 5. Chances are. The Eye. Yeah. Yeah. Some of you know. High Priestess right here. Right? Some of you know. Some of you are watching. Some of you are very intuitive. Some of you are maybe looking into your psychic gifts or curious what they may be. Everybody has something, right? So there's like the clairvoyance thing, the clairsentient thing, the audient, and claircognant, right? Oh, good. Cool. You received the message. Nice. Did you see that? These are all falling over, and I didn't even touch it. You didn't see it on there. Wow, that was weird. My spirit guides are here. That's for damn sure. Yeah, it's in the family quarreling or something with this Four of Wands over here, right? Unerring indication of a rich and happy marriage. Yep. So I feel like there's one couple that's not so happy and one couple that is. That could be possible for you. Yeah, it could be about divorce. It could be ghosting and separating. Ding, 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 ding. Unfortunately, somebody may be thinking about it, at least if they don't, or if they aren't going about, right? Someone is admiring you. You have a lot of love around you, Libra. I like it a lot, right? Oh, great. Awesome. And then you got the pig, which is wicked good luck. And in this case, wicked is good. I'm in New England here, and we say wicked good as in really cool. You know, this is a very, very it's a phenomenal omen is what it says after some heartbreak, right? Some real heart break, hardships, and all of it. I like it a lot. These are your messages, Libra. Be cool, man. Be kind. Be patient. And just be a good human. I will see you guys soon. Take care.